Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. This is the October general monthly reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. Okay, so Libra, I do apologise for coming to you with this reading quite late in the month, but I do a day job now as well, and also I have my business, Carol's Universe, that I run at the same time, which is doing so well. It's just incredible. I'd like to thank everybody out there who's ordered a reading with me and been really happy with the results that I've given to them. If you want a reading with me, all the details are down below. So we're going to just get into your reading now, Libra. I'm just shuffling the cards and I'm just going to ask Universe, Spirit, Angels, what is coming in for Libra people in the month of October 2015? Can you show me what's coming in for Libra people? That's Sun, Moon, Rising signs. Sorry guys, I've just got to take my whoopsie daisy. Okay. Sorry, I've just got to take that cardigan off. It was very hot. Okay, so Universe, Spirit Guides, Lord Angels, what is coming in for those born under the sign of Libra? What is coming in for the month of October 2015? What is coming in for the month of October 2015? What is coming in for the month of October 2015 for the Libra people? What is coming in? What is coming in for the month of October 2015 for the Libra people? What is coming in for the Libra people in the month of October 2015? Show me. Show me. Okay, so I've shuffled the cards, Libra, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, and my camera is shaking. Oh, so many camera problems, it's unbelievable. I might have to go back to using my Sony, but sometimes that just takes so long to convert and upload the readings and blah blah. Okay. So, I'm going to split the deck into three. What I might do actually is get my board and put it on my lap. Let's move up a bit. Sorry, I should probably be better prepared than this, but hey ho. Okay, that's better. Okay, and I'm going to collect the cards back up. And what we're going to do, we're going to pick two cards that will signify your general energies. One card from the bottom, the overall theme for the month, and 8 cards in the middle. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. You've got some amazing cards. Woohoo! Yes, for once, Libra. For once, you have some really good cards for October, and I am well pleased. I'm so chuffed, because I know on a lot of my readings, they are very negative for Libra people, and I hate it. I hate it. But this month, you got it going on, peeps. You really do. This is amazing reading. Trials are over, or they're coming to a close. General energy for the month, Libra people. Knight of Wands. Finally, movement coming in for you. There is movement happening here. The Knight of Wands is fire, okay? Where does fire go? It spreads. It moves. It rages. It's passionate. It's never stagnant. It just keeps raging. So you're on fire this month, guys, okay? The Knight of Wands is usually a card that deals with movements. The Wands always deal with movements because the Wands are about manifestation. They're about creation. They're about things that are consistently moving all the time. If this signifies somebody in your life, it could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius male, okay? But this is movement for you guys. Things are finally moving in October. This is the advice that the angels and the universe is giving to you, Libra. Your two top cards now for your general energy are even better, and I know that I'm smiling, and I just feel great. I just feel it's a really good reading, and it makes me feel good. It does make me feel so good. Your general energy is the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups, when you do tarot reading, you've got to look at this is why I always use the Rider-Waite deck, always, because the Rider-Waite deck for me is the best deck that you can use because the pictures are so vivid. I use the Rider-Waite, the new one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the ones where the pictures have been redone. They're the same pictures, but they've been redone in terms of the colouring and stuff, so you can see the pictures clearly. So you've got the Eight of Cups, and next door to it, ta-da, Wheel of Fortune. Can you see where this man is walking to? He's walking into the Wheel of Fortune. He walks to the Wheel of Fortune. This is why you've got to look at the positioning of the cards. And this is why we've got the Knight of Wands as movement. This is brilliant. This flows very well. So your general energy for October, Libra people, is, and remember these readings can either take effect 2 weeks before October starts, right into 2 weeks after it ends. Okay, so you are walking towards something that was unbalanced in your life into something that is going to be moving you. The Wheel of Fortune is always about, and it's funny how we have the Wheel of Fortune after the Eight of Cups, because the Eight of Cups is a card about making a decision to detach yourself from something that wasn't serving you. So if you can look at the Eight of Cups here, the 8 cups, they're all stacked in a very unbalanced way. Okay, they're stacked in a very unbalanced way. Sorry, there's a glare on that. I don't know whether you can see that. This guy is moving, and the thing with this guy is he's walking up. So he's walking up to a higher. When I look at this guy on the card, he walks uphill. So it's almost like he's made a decision to turn his life around for the better. So instead of going downwards, he's going upwards. So he has a higher ideal. Okay, he's got a higher sense of what he wants in his life. These 8 cups here signify to him something that was probably chaotic, difficult, uncomfortable, unbalanced. So he's decided just to sort of trap. He's decided to kind of just remove himself from a situation. He said to himself, you know what? I'm done with this shit. I'm moving upwards. I am moving onto higher ground because I deserve to have that. I don't deserve to have this shit in my life. I deserve to move on and on and on. And I deserve to move to a better place, to a better circumstance. And as soon as this guy makes that decision, as soon as he decides, no more crap, no more chaotic bullshit in my life, no more rubbish, no more problems, this is when things start to change. And that's when you get the Wheel of Fortune. What he's done here is he's manifested his own luck with the Wheel of Fortune because he made a decision to move from what was unbalanced into something that is balanced. So I feel that the Wheel of Fortune is never really balanced, but what it does say is if you're coming from a very difficult situation, when you get the Wheel of Fortune, it really does say that things are turning for the better. So in this reading, things are turning for the better for you, Libra, because we can see chaos here, difficulty, but your intuition, which is signified by the moon, is saying, no, I need to remove myself from a situation that is causing me discomfort, and I'm moving on to something that I feel will serve me better. And that's when the universe steps in and it says, okay, here you go, here you go, here you go. I'm giving you some lucky breaks here. So he's walking into luck. He's turning his own wheel. Okay? So for the month of October, your general energy is luck, movement, positive vibes. And I can see this in the cards very, very well. Okay? Very, very well. Now, as I've said, the Knight of Wands is the overall theme, the advice. So it's movement. It's moving ahead. It's moving towards something. Okay? The Knight of Wands is often a character, I feel, who likes to take a risk. So I feel that for some of you guys, you'll be taking a risk in October. You can either stay with something that doesn't work for you, or you can take a risk and you can just remove yourself from it. Because when you make that decision to remove yourself from something that isn't working for you, that's when the real luck and the real happiness and the real fulfillment starts to come in. And that's what we see in the Wheel of Fortune. So we're going to have a look at your 8 cards now, Capricorn. I'm sorry, not Capricorn, Libra. I do apologise. Libra, the first 2 cards are the 7 of Wands and the Death card. And it's funny because all through this reading, we have a juxtaposition of cards. And they go for the better. On the one hand, I look at the cards and I see one card says conflict, strife, trouble, disagreement, worry, and the other card says calm. So this is a progression for you guys during October, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to see. And I'm so happy for once, Libra, that I can give you good news on a reading. It makes me feel good. It does. So here we have these 2 cards, the 7 of Wands and the Death card. 7 of Wands is a card about fighting for your beliefs, standing up for what you believe in. The 6 ones down here are all against you, okay? These are people's thoughts, these are people's ideas, these are people's visions, all right? Sorry, my hair's a bit ratchety at the minute. Okay, so these are people's ideas, thoughts. They're all against you here, but you're holding your ground. This guy must be pretty knackered. He must be really, really tired at the minute of having to hold his ground against people who are saying, don't do this, don't do that, don't do the other. People, I see these 6, can you see these 6 ones? It's almost like people are pointing the finger like this, and you're having to stand up for yourself. So it's almost like finger pointing when I look at these ones, okay? So what I feel here is that you have been fighting something or fighting for something, but it's almost like you felt that you were on a losing streak. Because we see in the 8 of Cups as the general energy, you've just decided to abandon something here. You've just decided, you know what, enough's enough. I'm abandoning it and I'm just walking over to something else. I can't be bothered with all this shit. You know, this is a losing battle for me and I'm not going to stay and fight anymore. And we can see this in the 7 of Wands. You've been fighting something. You've been fighting opposition. But the Death card closes a door on it. The Death card closes a door. The Death card says, stop. Enough's enough. Stop. Not going to be fighting this anymore. I am moving away from this shit. I'm moving away from it. I'm not going to get involved anymore. I'm putting the past to the past and I'm looking to a brighter future. It says, it's funny, it's the same thing it's saying in your general energy here, Libra. Moving away from conflict, uncertainty, disagreement, discomfort, and moving into a place where you can say, you know what, I need a bit of rest here. This is why we have Death after the 7 of Wands. Now, Death faces Temperance. To me, the Temperance card is about calm. It's about juggling your emotions. It's about moderation. It's about weighing things up. It's about creating a blend, okay, that satisfies you, working stuff out. So you need this time. You need to close the door on conflict. You need to close the door on uncertainty. You need to abandon situations that aren't serving you. When you abandon them, then you get Temperance. You're on an even keel then. You're not on an even keel in the 7 of Wands. There's no way you're on an even keel there because the guy is literally trying to keep his footing. He's about to fall off the ledge. He's fighting the pink finger pointing, but as soon as he makes a decision to walk away from the finger pointing, to abandon this unequal, and it is an unequal thing here because we have 8 cups stacked unevenly. Even though it's meant to be even, it's uneven the way that they're stacked. So he's walking away from something that's unfair. That's how I see the 8 of Cups sometimes. You're walking away from something that is unfair. You've admitted defeat. I see the 8 of Cups as admitting defeat and saying, that's it. But it's not admitting a defeat in an angry way. It's just saying, you know what? I am not going to stick around and be a part of something that doesn't serve me. I'm not going to stand around and allow myself to be dragged into this any longer. This is what this card says to me. This card says, you know what? I admit defeat on this, but I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to move on to higher ground. I'm going to take the higher ground. I am going to take the higher ground. And I'm going to leave all these cups behind because it's an unfair situation and it's uneven and it's not serving me. The moon, when I look at the moon, it looks like it's smiling to me. It looks like the moon is smiling and it's saying, you made the right choice. The moon for me is not just your intuition, but it's also for me a guiding angel. Now, I know the moon a lot of the time in the tarot is a very kind of dark symbol, but I also feel that it can be a very positive one because the moon, when the moon shines, it brings clarity. Okay? When the moon shines, have you ever heard of that song, By the Light of the Silvery Moon? An old Doris Day movie. Okay? So the moon shines and it presents a glow. So it's almost like it's a protection thing as well. The moon is looking at this man as he walks up to higher ground. And it says, I've got your back. You're going to be fine. And it does have its back because we can see the Wheel of Fortune directly next door to the Eight of Cups. The guy is walking towards the Wheel of Fortune. He's walking to a very fortunate time in his life. You guys are walking towards a very fortunate time in your life. So that's why we have Temperance, I feel, after the Death card. Because this is the calm after the storm. This is where you've shut the door with the Death card on the Seven of Wands. No more conflict, no more fighting. I've had enough. And this is where you get your calm. You're able then to kind of moderate your feelings. Because in this card here, the Seven of Wands, you can't moderate anything. All you do is fight. All you do is fight. And you're having to keep your ground. You're having to keep your footing. But at any time, you know you could fall off that ledge. But when you admit defeat and you say, you know what, this is a battle I can't win, and I'm not going to keep fighting it to win it. You close the door with death, and in comes the calm with Temperance. And the brilliant thing is that after the Temperance card, we have the Three of Wands. Another brilliant card, because it means that you're looking to new horizons now in October. You're looking to new horizons. You're looking now for new stuff to come in. We always say with the Three of Wands that your ships will be coming in. And I feel that this is twofold, really. Since you've closed the door in October and something that wasn't working out for you, now your ships are going to be arriving in. Something that you want, something that you need will be coming in for you. This is also a card of putting the past behind you and starting afresh. Because the two wands behind this guy are what he's already built up. For some of you guys, it will be a relationship that you walk away from, or you decide to walk away from in October, and you're waiting and you're going out there now and you're deciding that you want to bring something new into your life. It could be it could be anything, okay? We have a vast array of cards here. But I feel that we don't have any, we have one pentacle card here, okay? One pentacle card. And this is the final card, which is a brilliant card, okay? But I feel that for some of you guys, this has been about facing the fear during the October month, okay? Facing something you didn't want to face. Having to shut something down that you didn't want to shut down. But knowing it was for your best interest. Okay? So with Temperance, let's go over these four cards again. Seven of Wands, you're fighting. But it's the battle you can't win. There's too many people against one person. You close the door on the battle. You admit defeat and you say, no, I'm going to leave it. Temperance comes in calm. Calm after the storm. You're feeling a lot more balanced. That's what the Temperance card is. This guy is pouring water into two goblets, okay? But the water is never ending, okay? It doesn't stop and it doesn't start. It just keeps flowing from one goblet to the other, which to me suggests stable emotions. So there's a feeling of stability here with this Temperance card. With stability comes the Three of Wands, your ship's coming in, putting the past behind you and starting afresh. We also have the Queen of Cups, interestingly enough. Queen of Cups is a water sign, so she is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian lady. She turns her back on the Seven of Cups. So it's almost like, I know that you guys aren't cups, okay? There's two cup cards here. The Queen of Cups is a highly emotional character, but she's very compassionate. She's very in touch with her emotions, okay? And maybe with the Seven of Cups, this is a card about confusion, not knowing what to choose, not knowing what option to go for. So it's almost like a laying down of arms for you this month, okay? This isn't you guys. This could represent somebody in your life, but if it's representing your emotions, we see the Queen of Cups turns her back on the Seven of Cups, okay? She's no longer being a part of something that was just completely absorbing her, okay? She's focusing on herself. She's focusing on her own spirituality, okay? She's focusing on herself for once. If it was like this, where she faces it, maybe she'd be facing a choice here. But she's turned her back on something here. Queen of Cups has turned her back on the Seven of Cups. It means to me she's turned her back on a very confusing situation. So I feel emotionally, definitely you guys are turning your back on something. You're turning your back on something that wasn't serving you. Okay, you're letting other people get on with it, but you're not being a part of some kind of chaos or difficulty. And because of that, the universe is moving you forward, Libra. The final cards we have are the Strength card and finally the Ten of Pentacles. What two wonderful cards to have as endings to your reading. For me, if I could look at this two ways. If this is a work situation for you guys, the Ten of Pentacles can sometimes, it does represent family and resources and money and all of that stuff and putting back into the family home in generations. But I often think the Ten of Pentacles represents institutions, places with lots of generations of people, so therefore the workplace. So therefore maybe some of you guys have decided to leave a job and work for yourself. Maybe this is why we have the Strength card turning its back on the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe some of you guys are facing a fear that you didn't want to face before. Maybe you're turning your back on something to do with the family. Family quarrels, for example. You could be turning your back on a work situation and embracing yourself. When I look at the Strength card, it suggests to me facing a fear because the woman is closing the lion's mouth. It's closing it shut. She's not afraid to embrace the fear. And this card is this reading is telling you really to embrace the fear. If I were to look at the card on its own, this is what it would say to me, to embrace the fear. And if I were to look at the Ten of Pentacles on its own, it would be to say that there is a very prosperous time coming in for you. So I'm going to go along that line and I'm going to say, once you embrace your fear of turning your back on something that wasn't serving you, because sometimes when we get into situations, Libra, that aren't serving us, it's very easy to stay in that because then it becomes kind of like a comfort zone. You don't like it, but you're used to it, so you kind of stay with it. But this reading is saying to me, once you learn how to walk away from something and turn your back on something that is causing issues or problems, and that is really kind of making you feel unbalanced, that's when balance comes in. Because we see balance in the Ten of Pentacles, we see balance in the Three of Wands. This is the initial completion of something now. This is looking to a brighter future. And we see balance in the Strength card. So just to reiterate your reading, Libra, the month of October is marvellous for you guys. And I'm really happy to be delivering finally a wonderful reading to you. You guys are going upwards, okay? For me, looking at the cards, you've decided to turn your back on something. You need some peace, you need some calm. So it suggests to me with the Death card after the Seven of Wands, you've turned your back on conflict, which with the Temperance card brings in calm, brings in a blending of your emotions. So you're feeling on an even keel. Feeling on an even keel then allows the universe to bring stuff into you, which is what we have with the Three of Wands. Your ships are coming in now. You're looking to new horizons. You're bringing in new, fresh energy. The Wands are all about energy. So the Three of Wands for me is bringing in fresh energy. From there we can see with the Queen of Cups, there is a time of calm and happiness. And it could even be with the Seven of Cups that the Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily turn her back Queen of Cups, sorry, doesn't necessarily turn her back on the Seven of Cups, but because she feels so calm, this is what brings the options in for her, because the Seven of Cups isn't just about confusion and not knowing what to choose. It's literally about having doors open for you. So through the calm, maybe new doors, new options, new choices are opening for you. Now, it might be a bit of a scary time because we have the Strength card here, but the Strength card can then say, it might be a little bit scary, the new options, the new fresh energy that comes in for you, Libra, but embrace it. That's why we have the Strength card here, the woman facing her fear. You were probably fearful before of moving out of a situation that you were used to being in. But since you've turned your back on it, you've embraced calm, fresh energy with the Three of Wands, feeling calm with the Queen of Cups, new options coming in with the Seven of Cups, embracing those options with the Strength card. We get abundance with your Ten of Pentacles. It's all about the movement this month, guys. All about the movement. There's moves coming in for you guys, and doesn't that feel good? Do not be afraid to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you, because when you walk away, the universe bestows you with lots of luck. That's your reading, Libra. Wonderful, wonderful reading. Let me know your comments. I love to hear your comments on readings. I love that reading. So pleased with it. Thank you so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. I will be back with your November readings very, very soon. Carol is back, feeling good. And yeah, I'll be back with November very, very soon. Give me some suggestions of what type of readings you want me to be coming back for, because I've got lots of ideas going through my little head. And I love you all loads. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all your lovely messages. Thanks for your comments. And, just have a great, great October. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.